So this is about to be a quick YouTube video. Breaking news: Paul George declined his $48 million player option with the Clippers, which we all knew that was going to happen. Wasn't really surprised. Basically, options that are on the table are, of course, quote unquote the Clippers. We all know he's not going back with the Clippers. Philadelphia 76ers. Ooh, 76ers. No, don't see it happening. No, I do see it happening, but he might actually go to the 76ers, but he's not. Let's be honest. Even if he goes to the Magic too, Orlando, they got a nice solid team. I like a lot of the guys that come off the bench from Orlando. They got a solid team on the come up. 76ers is low-key kind of an anything-ass team, and Embiid is kind of unpredictable, and Paul George, you're kind of unpredictable too, which is bad. Like, you can't have two unpredictables on the team. Two unpredictable niggas that's getting paid a bunch of money is crazy. Yeah, I don't see it going. I don't see it happening. I'm honestly sad because for instance, when I think about a lot of players like Paul George, James Harden, a lot of the early 2000 players that didn't win a ring, 2010 players that didn't win a ring. I mean, like Kawhi, Durant, they had their little stories, their little whatever. But the rest of them did not win. And now it just seems like they're just all in a big goose chase to win a ring. Like, Paul George is just team hopping from this to that to the third. Like, I feel like just having a big star on your team does not matter. That shit don't matter anymore. Like, there's so much talent around the league. The league is definitely more talented than it's ever been. And I dare one of you niggas to say it's not, because it is. It's very hard to win. The last champion, nobody has won the last time a team won a back-to-back was the Warriors. No other team has done that in how long? But I was like 2018 to, I was like 20, it was like 2018, 2017. Nobody else has done that since. It's really hard to win a ring in the league right now. It's a lot of competition. It's a lot of great players. It's a lot of great teams that's built around solid role players and solid stars that have chemistry. Chemistry matters. Stuff like that matters. A lot of goes into the team and how it's built. So you can't just put a bunch of superstars together and say, hey, we're going to win. You can't just slap a bunch of niggas on a team together and just think it's just going to work just because they're big names. You already know that shit doesn't work. I kind of feel sorry for him though, because damn, OKC, the whole OKC thing can happen. Him in Indiana, he seemed like he had a bunch of potential. Indiana got injured, was out for so long, came back, and he just didn't have the right pieces around him as a team. They failed, went to OKC, failed, went to the Clippers, started having a bunch of injury problems. He played bad in a couple of playoff games that really hindered him, because they could have won in that bubble. I'm telling you, if Paul George was in his right mind state, he could have won that bubble, but he was playing like shit in that bubble. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. He hasn't had the best playoff performances either. He's had some legendary ones, like the one versus the Heat back then, playoff games against the Cavs, stuff like that. He's had amazing playoff games where I'm like, oh, he's that nigga. He's that fucking nigga. But lately, he had an okay one this year. It was okay. It could have been better. It's just been, I feel like he's just not going anywhere. And I don't think he's really going to go anywhere even if he goes to the 76ers, because I feel like he's going to pick the 76ers. Even though I would say Magic, because Magic seem like a more put together team. I feel like the 76ers, they're just in a, look, I don't want to say this, but I feel like 76ers got to get rid of, they got to get rid of Embiid. You're not doing anything with Embiid. I'm not going to lie. No cap. I feel like Embiid is he's not the, I don't know. Embiid is another nigga where it's you don't know what you're going to get from him at times. He's going to put up numbers, but you don't know how, the injuries. Then he's a dirty player. He be fouling the shit out of people, playing dirty, doing all types of bullshit. Then some playoff games, he's awake or he's not. Sometimes he plays like shit. He plays like shit sometimes in playoff series. Like that one against the Clippers. They should have won that last year. Played like shit. I mean, not the Clippers. I mean the Celtics. He played against the Celtics in that playoffs game. played like shit, and especially in the exit game. Just not it. Like, I don't know. I think it's time to get rid of that nigga. He really gotta go. Like, I feel like low key, like the 76ers are a good team. Like, Maxi's a good player. They just got, I don't know, man. But they gotta get rid of that nigga. But that's for a whole different conversation. But Magic seem like they're a solid team, but at the same time, do they really want to invest in a 34, 35-year-old player? No. No, they don't. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of them are just, that's all they're doing. Like KD right now, he's just lost his fucking mind. The worst mistake he's ever made in his career was leaving the Warriors. I think he left the Warriors to, quote-unquote, find his own identity, show them that he could win without a team. Now he's about to go to the Rockets. Like, KD's doing anything, too. They're just doing anything. Like, all the early 2000 players that did, like, that were supposed to win it on their... Because I felt like KD really was supposed to win it on OKC. I don't care what nobody says. Like, he could say what he want. Oh, they didn't have the right pieces around him, this, that, and the third. But there was times where KD choked. He wasn't at his greatest. And he could blame it on Westbrook, on all types of random shit. He could blame it on Westbrook, this, that, and the third. But he played like shit against the Warriors in that last game before he went to the Warriors, which is wicked. Which is wicked works. But they're just doing anything. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't think they're winning. And I feel sad because he went to the Clippers too, and it was like, you know, Kawhi was just coming off that championship. He was coming off the championship hype. And then Kawhi, like, he's just, his body's done. Like, he's gotten too many injuries. They're not doing nothing with Kawhi. And I feel like Kawhi is the best playoff performer on that team. But his body's just fucked up. I think Kawhi is done for. I'm not going front. James Harden is another wishy-washy career. Like, he has okay playoff performances, but most times he's played like shit in his playoff performances. He's had insane regular season that you would think, like 36 points per game, you would think that nigga's like the greatest basketball player of all time. 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 60 points. Like, you would think that nigga's the greatest nigga to ever hoop, to ever put ball in hoop. But he's not. His regular season numbers don't always add up to playoff season numbers. Another wishy-washy player. Westbrook hasn't been Westbrook for a long time. Like, it's a lot going on in the Clippers. But whatever Paul George does, it is what it is. I don't think he's ever going to win a ring at this point. And that's not no hate. That's just, like, being real. Like, the league is too talented now. Like, wherever you go, you're not going to do anything there. Unless you go to, like, I don't know, unless you go to fucking the Nuggets or some shit. Sign for a low-ass contract and just play and hoop. I don't know, fuck it. Sign a minimum, go to the Nuggets, fuck it. Just do some random shit. Like, do some random shit like that. Like, that's the only way you could win. I don't know. Do some shit. Go to Timberwolves. Fuck it. Just start doing anything. Because you, at this point, like, you're not going to win a ring on the 76ers or the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic, they got potential. I see the potential, but I don't think they need you. But, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the next YouTube video. Peace.
Yeah, I was staging, MCM shit, 420, 420 in the morning, It's 12 a.m. and I'm stuck in my head. Been feeling alone, know a couple done left. Nevertheless, still continue to step, cause they cannot fuck with the blast. Got some friends, rest of them niggas is dead meet again when I'm catching my check. Bitches done left, shorties be hurting my head, they be wanting my time and my cash. Move too fast, forever told them to strap paranoia, I'm itching to clap. Really be sad, fought with my friends in the pen, been yeah since we shared this a lot. Stuck in the past, to have that feeling again, I would kill just to get that shit back. Lord forgive me, I'm feeling real filthy.